And that's a 15-year felony. So if you are found guilty by a jury, you can go to prison for up to 15 years. So Mr. Musgrove, I know where you're going with this, and none of that is valid. None of that is law.
I'm not the all caps name. Of course.
None of that is valid. None of that is law. You are standing in my courtroom. I have jurisdiction over you. Still a crime. Still a crime.
But I'm not
still
a corporation. I'm a living person.
Yep, and that's why you're standing in front of me. If you were dead, the case would be dismissed.
We've got a tense courtroom moment today involving a self-proclaimed sovereign citizen. Facing serious charges, he's accused of embezzling over $60,000. As expected, he tries to talk his way out using the usual sovereign citizen arguments, but the judge isn't having any of it. She keeps things sharp and even throws in a bit of humor while shutting him down. Her no-nonsense approach makes this hearing worth watching. Let me know what you think about how she handled the case, and if you're enjoying these clips, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get started.
So, Mr. Dagger Margosian, how do you wish to proceed?
Well, Your Honor, I am aware that Mr. Musgrove wants to present information to the court. I'm happy to be standby counsel if he wants to represent himself. Obviously, this court would have to go through the colloquy of that, but obviously it's Mr. Musgrove's legal right to at least ask the court to do that. So I'm here to observe at this point.
All right. So, Mr. Musgrove, when you were at the bench or up at the podium before, you said that you were appearing on behalf of yourself. So, Mr. Musgrove, are you asking to no longer have counsel represent you?
Well, what I'm understanding is that the courts is a private for-profit.
So, Mr. Musgrove, I know where you're going with this, and none of that is valid. None of that is law.
I'm not the all caps name. Of course.
None of that is valid. None of that is law. You are standing in my courtroom. I have jurisdiction over you. So
I tried to file paperwork with the clerk's office ahead of time so that you would have time to review it, and they denied me.
I know what you're talking about. None of that is valid under the law of the state of Michigan or the Constitution of the United States of America.
People have never understood why these sovereign citizens keep bringing up the all caps argument. It just doesn't make any sense. How does the way a name is written, whether it's in all capital letters or not, prove anything in court? Honestly, it sounds like something they found online after a quick search and decided to run with. If they truly believe the courts have no authority, maybe it would be better if they didn't show up at all. At least then the court could focus on real cases and not waste time. What do you think? Does this all caps claim confuse you? 2. Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's jump back in.
What do you mean it is?
No.
The Supreme Court says it is.
What does it say it is?
The Supreme Court says that if we were at the age of 18, we were supposed to claim our minor status.
Nope, not valid.
Okay.
So here's what I would say to you. Mr. Dagger Margosian is, like most of our public defenders, exceptional attorneys and very well versed in the law and very experienced. He gives legal advice. You may not like the legal advice, but it's usually good advice. I've never had anyone from the public defender's office not wholeheartedly try to represent their clients. So what you are talking about is not valid, and it is not going to get you out of this case. You're not going to be able to say all those things because it's not valid.
Everyone involved in this court case has a financial interest in the case.
I don't have a financial interest in your case. I get paid by the state of Michigan, whether you plead, whether it gets dismissed. I don't make any money off you. We have budgets. The court system is not a profit generating revenue. We are here to represent people so that people who are charged with crimes are protected. People who are victims of crimes are protected. And that's why we have
but in order for there to be a crime, there has to be a victim. There is no.
Well, there is a victim in this case.
The victim would be the company.
You are charged.
I can't face
actually. Just hold on. So your crime that you are charged with, which you are innocent as of this time. Let me grab the right file. Is failure. Oh, this is let me see. This is an embezzlement charge. So you are charged in count one with embezzlement 50,000 or more, but less than 100,000. That being an agent, servant, or employee of Hardwoods of Michigan Industries did convert to your own use without the consent of your employer or principal, industrial tools and equipment in the amount of $68,938.40 or money or equipment. And that's a 15-year felony. So if you are found guilty by a jury, you can go to prison for up to 15 years.
A lot of these so-called sovereign citizens tend to ask for a jury trial land if that's what's happening here. This guy might be in real trouble. Every time I see one of them go that route, it turns into a complete mess. They stick to these strange beliefs that don't hold up in court, and the jury usually ends up completely confused or just loses patience. Honestly, it looks like this. Man could be facing the full 15-year sentence if things keep going this way. The judge seems to be running out of patience, and I wouldn't be surprised if the jury starts feeling the same. What do you think? Does he stand a chance with this? Jury, or is this heading for a complete meltdown? Let's get back into it.
You're charged in count two with using a computer to commit a crime. To facilitate the charge in count one, that carries a maximum penalty of up to 10 years in prison. And the way the statute's set up, I can actually stack those possibly. So you potentially could be looking at up to 25 years in prison. So the victim that's alleged in this would be that business.
Right, and I can't face that accuser because that business can't get on the stand for me to ask questions, and a third party.
But their
can't stand
representative
it.
can. Yes, they can. Yes,
They
they
can?
can. Yes, they
Okay.
can. So I have 189,000 of student loan debt that was forgiven to be a lawyer. You do not. And Mr. Dagger Margosian, Mr. Isaac Sneed, all of the attorneys here went to law school to know the law, and their job is to advise you of the law. So
Yeah,
yes, they
they're
can.
going-
Yes,
They're
you
going
can be
by
charged.
everything,
You
all the
can't-
laws and statutes that you guys go by
Are
are
legal.
for corporations. They're for fictitious.
Still a crime. Still a crime.
But I'm not
Still a
a fictitious
crime.
corporation, I'm a living person.
Yep, and that's why you're
Okay.
standing in front of me. If you were dead, the case would be dismissed.
Yeah, the all caps name is that.
That means nothing. That's not valid. It's
Okay.
not legal.
right.
So do you want to represent yourself, or do you want to have an attorney to represent you?
I need some time to think.
Okay, so I'm gonna set this for another pretrial on March 20th at 8:30 in the morning. And Miss Adams, could I get a notice of hearing for Mr. Musgrove?
This guy better lay off the crane-eating diet before his next hearing, because if not, he's probably looking at 10 years. Minimum judges really do not like sovereign citizens, and after watching this whole thing, it's pretty obvious why this guy's just digging himself deeper with every word he says. I mean, how many brain cells did you guys lose in this video? Because I'm honestly feeling a little lightheaded for all this crane-eating nonsense at this point. Though I would not be surprised if the judge hands him a permanent seat in the courtroom for all the trouble he's causing. But seriously, guys, let me know what you guys thought about this whole court hearing. Was this guy as ridiculous as I think, or am I missing something here? He was kind of your average sovereign citizen, you know. He wasn't too crazy, but he also wasn't the most easygoing guy. If you guys enjoyed this video too, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care.